Hello guys, today we're going to witness the most powerful animated version of the Hulk. He humbles the Avengers, and we're going to see how it all started. If you enjoyed this video, please don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. The story begins in 1945. A group of American soldiers were crossing the ocean to launch a surprise attack against the German army. We see that one of the planes is being led by a certain captain who possesses a shield. When the time comes, thousands of soldiers jump from their planes towards the battlefield and are met with heavy gunfire. Hundreds of these soldiers lose their lives instantly as soon as they touch the ground. Some of them try everything to help the others, like this photographer for example. When hope was being lost, he watched as a plane approached at high speed, and from inside that plane jumped the man with the shield. That was Captain America, and he led all the surviving soldiers in an invasion on the castle inhabited by the Germans during that period. Inside, they are met with heavy gunfire, but the captain manages to use all his physical prowess to reach another floor. He found something really impressive. The Germans were working with alien creatures, and upon realizing the enemy had arrived, the commander of that base ordered the scientists to launch a nuclear missile that would destroy the United States of America. He then began attacking Captain America himself, who was impressed by his strength. It turns out that this commander wasn't just a normal human being. His DNA had been mixed with alien DNA, and suddenly the missile began to fly. Captain America knew he couldn't waste any time and did everything he could to jump on the top of the missile. The commander went after him, but was eventually knocked down by the captain, who then placed a grenade to destroy the missile and prevent the United States from being destroyed. During the nuclear explosion, the alien ships that were following the missile were completely destroyed. All the soldiers were extremely saddened. After all, Captain America saved everyone and then lost his life falling into the ocean. 60 years later, we see a submarine navigating in the same waters where Captain America fell. General Nick Fury commanded this expedition with the help of a scientist. Her name is Betty Ross. They quickly found the objective. Using lasers, they drilled holes into the ice and found the frozen body of Captain America himself. This body was instantly transported to New York, where scientists were able to reanimate him. Dr. Bruce Banner was working for the government, trying to recreate the super soldier serum. The scientist is a huge fan of Captain America, but to this day he has never been able to recreate the formula because he lacked the blood samples from the only super soldier ever created. Suddenly, Betty came to tell him that they found Captain America, and at that moment, Captain America himself was waking up. He was confused and defeated all the soldiers at the government base, then ran away from there. He was shocked to find himself in a completely different world. It was New York, but there was a lot of technology. General Nick Fury himself came to tell him that the world had changed a lot, but he was alright. Captain America then passed out. And meanwhile, on a government satellite, some astronauts were researching to protect the planet against the alien invasions, until an alien spaceship appeared. This is a ship from the same species of aliens that attacked Captain America back in 1945. Their ship is completely indestructible and destroys the satellite where the astronauts were. The government leaders demand Nick Fury to rebuild that satellite immediately, but since he said it would take too long to put other satellites in its place, the leaders demanded that he used the Avengers protocol. The general needed to hurry and went to tell Dr. Bruce Banner to finalize the super soldier project. Betty Ross, who's the other scientist responsible for the project, said that they are behind schedule because they are still waiting for some devices that will be delivered by Stark Industries. As he is in a hurry, the general goes to talk to Tony Stark himself. We see that he was at a party when he saw a woman who caught his attention. Tony did everything to get her to go with him to his room, but as soon as they arrived, the woman revealed her true identity. She is the Black Widow and is working with Nick Fury. The general came to ask where are the equipment he bought from Stark Industries, and also knowing that Tony Stark is one of the greatest geniuses of technology, he wanted to ask if Tony knows who is Iron Man. But Tony Stark says he doesn't know anyone who plays with that kind of toy. He now has to go to a meeting with the state governor, and before leaving the place, he reassures Nick Fury that he will deliver all the devices. Meanwhile, Dr. Dr. Bruce Banner finally met Captain America. He told him everything about the Super Soldier Project and took a blood sample from the captain. After that, the general, along with the Black Widow, went to a secret place to talk to a man named Hank Pym. His wife was also there. Her name is Janet. They have an impressive technology that allows them to shrink and grow in size. The general wants to invite Janet to join the Avengers initiative. She wants to participate, but she can only join the group if her husband is also accepted. Since he has no other choice, Nick had to accept them both. After that, we see Iron Man saving a gigantic plane that was about to crash into a bridge in New York City. He went to talk to the journalist, saying that it was only a normal job, but then, using his technology, he realized the government agents were nearby and decided to fly away. The general was after him, and with the help of Hank Pym, he managed to intercept Iron Man. He offered him an opportunity to join the Avengers initiative and save the planet, but it seems like Iron Man didn't accept it. He said he works alone, and in the next scene, we see Captain America visiting his old friend Bucky. He learned terrible things. All his army comrades have already lost their lives, and his friend Bucky married to the woman that Captain America used to love. Everyone had to continue living after Captain America lost his life. The superhero then went to the cemetery to say goodbye to his old comrades, and Nick Fury said that Captain America could keep on honoring the names of those friends by protecting the United States against an alien invasion. The general explained that Captain America would lead the Avengers Initiative group, as he was the only person in the world qualified enough. At that moment, they were going to meet one of the potential members of the Avengers Initiative, a man who calls himself as the God of Thunder. And he truly is a god. His name is Thor, and he's helping the inhabitants of a certain place in the world to protect the whales from hunters. He used his powers to scare away these hunters, who had no choice but to return to port. Captain America and the general arrived to talk to him, but the God of Thunder wasn't interested in helping the general with his corrupt government plans. Even so, he respected Captain America, the greatest soldier in human history, and said that if the captain needed anything, he could count on him. On his way back to New York, Captain America saw several destroyed buildings and asked what had happened. Nick Fury explained that the one responsible for that destruction was the Hulk, a monster inhabiting the body of Dr. Bruce Banner. He was created with a lot of gamma radiation, and every time the Doctor gets very angry, this monster emerges from inside of his body. The angrier he gets, the more powerful he becomes. After that, we see that the members of the Avengers Initiative gathered to discuss what they will have to do. During the meeting, Iron Man himself appeared. The general then explained everything that happened during the time Captain America disappeared. The Germans were being helped by aliens, and the spaceships from these aliens could only be destroyed by a nuclear explosion. That's because these ships are coated with a metal that does not exist on planet Earth. They managed to recover parts of this metal after the explosion, and Nick Fury is going to give a demonstration. Several soldiers fire multiple shots at the metal, but nothing happens to it. The government calls this metal vibranium, and the only thing that can penetrate it is another piece of the same metal. Now their objective is to obtain more of this metal to shoot down the alien ships, and meanwhile we see that one of these aliens has invaded a secret army base and copied the appearance of one of the soldiers. Nick Fury learned about this invasion and called Captain America. Turns out that the alien eliminated several soldiers and seems to be after the government satellites that can detect the alien ships, and also wants to steal all the information he can. He used the entire security system of the place to protect himself, and now the Avengers Initiative will have to invade that place to capture this alien and prevent him from passing the government information to his species. To help in this mission, the general crafted a new shield for Captain America, forged with pieces of vibranium and pieces of adamantium. Meanwhile, the alien was downloading all the information. When the Avengers arrived at the army base, Iron Man also appeared to help them. They only have a few minutes left before the alien finishes downloading all the planet's information. We see that the alien has planted several explosives around the secret base to facilitate its own escape. Outside, Captain America began to put the plan into action, but before he could even finish, Janet stormed in the secret base, saying that she knew what to do. Her husband would have to stay outside to prevent the alien from escaping if it managed to get away from the Avengers. The others stormed in the base while Iron Man searched the place to find the alien's presence. He managed to do so very quickly. The security system inside that secret base is very powerful, and the woman named Janet ended up being caught by some explosions. Iron Man tried to help her and managed to find her body, but he was also hit by several explosions. Outside, worried, Hank Pym used his powers to try to break into the base and save his wife. The alien finally finished downloading all the information and is now going to escape from that place. Captain America was approaching, and with the help of Black Widow, they destroyed the last security systems. They complained a lot about the other Avengers. They were not able to follow orders, and that's not good. The two of them managed to reach the part where the satellites were located, but Captain America found the explosives and they tried to run as the alien detonated them all. The explosion ended up hitting Hank Pym, and he didn't even realize the alien escaped from the base. Iron Man was on the ground. The explosion damaged his armor. He was out of oxygen, and to save him, Captain America had to remove his mask, and they discovered his secret identity. All this time, Iron Man was Tony Stark, and nobody knew it. Nick Fury was very angry with Captain America because thanks to the Avengers, the aliens now have all the information of the planet. Iron Man left the place, and completely devastated, Captain America walked away alone from that place. Black Widow went after him, and meanwhile, Nick Fury put Plan B into action. He wants the super soldier serum to create an army to defeat the aliens. Dr. Bruce Banner said the serum was ready, and meanwhile, Captain America was sad because he hadn't been able to finish the mission. Black Widow was trying to convince him that he was the only one capable of helping planet Earth. While they were talking, Janet realized that she was the one to blame for all the problems. Captain America was right. If the Avengers had followed his orders, everything would have been fine. When Nick Fury arrived at the lab, he didn't find Dr. Bruce Banner, and suspicious, he decided to open the cabinet where the samples from the entire project were kept. Inside, he discovered that the blood samples were from Dr. Bruce Banner himself. In other words, all this time he had actually been working on a cure for himself. He didn't contribute anything to the super soldier project, and when the doctor appeared, the general was furious. He said that if the world was destroyed, it would all be his fault. Suddenly, Nick Fury received a message saying that the aliens will enter the planet in less than 5 minutes. He left the lab to help in the fight, and Dr. Bruce Banner went to the chamber where he placed all the serum he created to try and cure his problem. He hopes that he can control the Hulk's rage and begins to transform. He turned into a gigantic and extremely powerful monster, but incredibly, he can now control himself and will use all his strength to help the planet. The alien ships have already arrived, and these ships easily destroy all the US government jets. Even the flying aircraft carrier was shot down. The alien ships have already arrived in New York and began the attack. Many aliens emerged from inside these ships and vaporized several soldiers. Nick Fury and Black Widow both have weapons with vibranium ammunition and will be able to fight the aliens. Dr. Bruce Banner took Betty Ross to safety and then went into combat. The woman told Nick Fury that Dr. Bruce Banner had transformed into the Hulk, but now he's able to control all his rage. Captain America returned. He was helping the fight against the aliens, and the Hulk easily destroyed several aliens and then told Captain America to get out of the way because he is the one who is going to save the planet. The Hulk returned to destroy the alien ships and then used pieces of vibranium to destroy the aliens themselves. The Avengers were helping to evacuate the people from that place, and Iron Man arrived to help. There were many aliens in that place and all the Avengers had to fight them. Each one had a different way of killing these beings, but it seemed that the humans were winning the battle. Suddenly, the God of Thunder himself arrived to help. With his lightning bolts, he destroyed one of the ships with extreme ease. The Hulk got distracted killing the aliens and didn't even realize that the humans had already won the battle. The Avengers approached and Captain America tried to calm him down but was struck by a blow. Captain America fainted. The Hulk easily knocked Iron Man down. He was completely out of control, consumed by hatred, and with a single punch broke Hank Pym's knee. Then he knocked him unconscious with a rock to the head. He didn't stand a chance. His wife tried to attack the Hulk and was knocked down with a simple movement. The God of Thunder appeared to put an end to this story. Using his hammer, he delivered such a powerful blow that it sent the Hulk flying out of the building. But even so, the huge monster was not defeated. They began an impressive fight, and Captain America asked Dr. Betty Ross how to defeat the Hulk. She said that the creature wouldn't stop until everyone was killed. The only way to stop him would be to use Dr. Bruce Banner's medication to knock him unconscious. Captain America ordered the scientists to get those those medications immediately, and meanwhile, the Hulk managed to knock down the God of Thunder and went towards his hammer. The famous hammer can only be lifted by the one who is worthy of lifting it, but this Hulk is so enraged that his power is almost infinite. With brute force, he managed to lift the hammer and threw it at the God of Thunder. Thor instantly fainted, and Captain America had to appear to save him. Using his shield, Captain America managed to hold out for an impressive 2 seconds in a fight against the Hulk. After that, Hank Pym appeared. He tried to crush the Hulk, but ended up having his own neck crushed by the monster. He was going to lose his life, but his wife managed to appear and distract the Hulk. Captain America still didn't give up and continued the attack. Iron Man came to help him, but was quickly knocked down, and the Hulk destroyed his armor. Captain America was knocked down too, and Nick Fury was next. Captain America still got up, and at that moment, Betty Ross returned with the medicine. Now they need to distract the Hulk, but nothing the heroes do is enough to stop the monster from moving. Janet shrank in size and entered his ear, but was quickly expelled from inside. The Hulk threw a rock at Captain America and is now going to kill him, but luckily, Black Widow managed to grab the medicine and hit the Hulk in the back. We'll never get to know how a needle penetrated his impenetrable skin, but anyways, now that he's calmer, Betty Ross managed to talk to him and made Dr. Bruce Banner return to normal. If you weren't for that, all the Avengers would have been killed. After that, the Doctor never spoke to anyone again, and Captain America received a visit from his former girlfriend. All the Avengers reunited and are now ready to save the world as many times as necessary. And the story ends. Thanks for watching!